Are you able to hear me at all?
Hello and
I'm
welcome to the East
Hello.
Lampeter Township
Yes.
Public Meeting. All participants are now informed that this meeting is being recorded. This meeting is also being offered virtually utilizing Zoom, which is a cloud-based platform for remote video and audio conferencing. The Zoom application is free to the public. The general public is therefore able to join the meeting by connection through the internet or by calling in by phone. The public is also able to observe the meeting on the township's YouTube channel. Please continue to check the Township website calendar for any updates related to these public meetings. Agendas for these public meetings will also be available on the Township's website. Please be reminded that this meeting is being video and audio recorded and will be posted to the Township's YouTube channel for viewing. The meeting will now proceed with the chairman calling the meeting to order and identifying all other members present in the meeting room and those joining the meeting via Zoom. The chairman will then confirm those members joining by Zoom can be heard.
I'd like to call the meeting to order. My name is Jim Everhart. I'm the chairperson of the Parks Board. And this afternoon, we have two additional members present. Diane Tyson, on my right, and Frank Hollingsworth on my left. Chris Cretin is not here, and Bruce Hess is on vacation and said he may join us, but he has not apparently done so yet. In addition, we have Township Manager Ralph Hutchinson, Public Works Director Charlie Thomas, Tara Hitchens, Assistant Township Manager, and Lisa Cleveland, Director of our new Recreation Director, and of course our faithful scribe, Stephanie.
And Bruce is.
What?
Bruce is.
Oh, wait, Bruce?
Bruce is labeled as Pete iPhone.
Okay. All right. Yes. Okay, so, and we now have Bruce joining us. Welcome, Bruce. So, thank you. I'd like can we all rise to the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the United States of indivisible, liberty, justice for.
Yeah, I just suggested you make sure that Bruce can hear you and you can hear Bruce.
Okay. Bruce, can you hear us? Well, I don't know if we can't hear you. Check the mute.
He's got his cell phone mute. He has done.
Yeah.
And our guest, he can hear us.
No, I don't know.
Jonathan, so.
Yeah. Jonathan.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know whether Bruce is planning to just listen in or not, but we cannot hear you, Bruce. Okay. All right. Okay, so has everyone read minutes of I see here, yeah, the February 26th meeting?
Yes.
Do we have here a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Okay. Public concerns and comments. Jonathan, if you wanna you take the floor now, we can hear you, and please feel free to, you're the only guest, so please feel free to address us.
Yes, I won't take up too much of your time. My name is John. I'm with the Conestoga Valley Baseball Association. I just had a couple quick questions. I first want to thank you for approving the use of East Lampeter Community Park in the baseball field there. If you haven't been down there, we've done some minor work to it so far, and we look to do more work to that field in the fall to really make it look nice. If you're curious the type of work that we can do, swing up to the Leola Community Park and see the field that we've renovated up there. So I wanted to thank the board for allowing us to use that field. Some quick questions I did have in relation to that was one, is the does the township spray for weeds around or in the ball field? Or is that something that would be our responsibility? I did not see that in the agreement, wasn't sure.
Yeah, the township takes care of that.
Wonderful. Restrooms, we do know there is a porta potty there now. We are curious when the actual restrooms get opened for use. We did start practice this week.
Yeah, we zero in the date of April 1st every year. So it'll be Monday or Tuesday that we'll have that open.
Perfect. That's perfectly fine. The last question I had, I'm going to share my screen if that's okay. Nope, I'm not allowed to. At East Lampeter, the park, there is fencing that protects the two benches on the home and visitor side. And I was curious to inquire if the township would be open to considering extending the fence, protective fence, to protect the bleachers that are there. The two sets of bleachers are kind of in a set position on gravel pads, but are adjacent to where first and third base are. So to avoid any spectator potentially getting hit by a stray overthrow or something, we are curious if fence extensions could be done. To give context, I did measure it would be about one more additional section, which is about 25 feet on each side. The CBBA is using the field this year for practices, but likely could use them for games, maybe this year, but likely next year.
Jonathan, if you want to share your screen now, you should be able to.
And I think it's because someone else is sharing a screen. It's okay. All I did was pull up Google Maps and kind of was just going to visually point out what I was referring to. But if you look on Google Maps of the park, you'll see the fence protects the bench where players would sit, but does not extend to where the spectators' bleachers would be.
Yeah.
So, don't need an answer today. I just kind of wanted to put that little nugget out there. If it is something that the baseball board is responsible for, we would look into that at some point. But wasn't sure if that is something maybe the township would consider doing.
So I think improvements to any of the ball fields that the CV baseball is using is addressed in the agreement, and is essentially, if the park would approve of whatever improvement they want to do, they would have to pay for it. That's how I read the agreement.
Okay.
CV
Okay.
baseball. Correct, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
If the board could approve it, CV would be responsible.
Just like the dugouts. We approved it, but you did the labor and construction and did all that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was first inquiring because I wasn't sure if that is type of product that maybe the township had available, and wanted to first ask before we just started the board started venturing down that path of adding that fencing. So
I personally have no problem with doing that for safety reasons at their expense, and you could do that as soon as you're financially able to, I would assume.
gotcha.
Whatever.
Yeah, I would agree. Anything that improves the safety of the facility is gonna obviously be good for us. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, do we need a motion to, we need a motion to say that we approve, there,
I'll make the motion that we approve this.
okay?
I would second that.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay, so, it's approved.
We're good.
Yeah.
Troy or?
Thank you. Yeah, We'll begin looking into it. I'm not 100% sure exactly when we will complete that, but I definitely will reach out to the township to let them know where we are in that process of looking for some protective fencing.
Okay.
All right. Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you. Right. We have nobody else tuned in other than Pete and Pete's iPhone. Nobody else? Okay. All right, reports, grounds, buildings and trails.
As I said before, the restrooms will be opening probably Monday or Tuesday. Did have the company come in last Tuesday or Wednesday, water samples. We have to send them to DEP to be able to open up the drinking fountains. So we result back on that. If they come back bad, we can leave the water on, but we can water sample. So they can't be used, but the restroom should be fine. Back yet this week, which it's usually about a week before it gets restrooms open, and the guys also started distributing some of the picnic tables actually today, doing it as they can, so it's not a mad rush to get everything ready for next week. But I don't have a report on pavilion rentals. But other than that, I did receive Conestoga Valley's Baseball Association's liability insurance, all that's good. I think I distributed their practice schedule. Still didn't receive their game schedule, but they told me sometimes towards the end of March they receive that for the rest of the parks.
Good.
And that's all I got.
Okay. So there was a lot of chipping and activity of the community park.
Yeah, they were trimming all the dead limbs and everything out over the walking trails and stuff for safety reasons, of course, but it thins the trees out, lets them do what they need to do. Yeah, they cleaned out a lot of dead stuff this bad.
Well, especially the last couple of weeks, it's been so windy out there. I was so thankful that the stuff was kind of, because there could be like missiles coming down.
Yeah. Yeah, they did a nice job.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, and nothing else. Okay, East Sanford Peter Township Recreation Program, Director's Report.
Good afternoon. On your pavilion rentals, I believe when I last count it's 55 that we had at this point for pavilion rentals. Now that includes everything as far as the ball fields and the ball field and the volleyball court as well. So, and then programming, currently we have a couple things going on, indoor yoga. We've got a new chair yoga class that's supposed to start up soon. And we're partnering with Alliance Towing for a egg hunt, April the 12th over at Community Park. So, you know, those things are coming up pretty quickly here. Then next week, April 1st, the community gardens open up. We currently have 8 individuals who reserved spots. I had a phone call this morning about someone else who wants to reserve 2. So that's going in East Lampeter Township newsletter that's coming out in April. So, you know, we might get a couple more for that as well. We'll have plots marked with flags come Monday so that the individuals know which plot's theirs and they can start looking if they choose to. Moving on to the summer playground, we have 35 students registered at this point. Working with CV on a design for a t-shirt for that, for the students and for participants and staff. We've posted the positions as far as the counselor, lead counselor, and the summer camp counselors. We're getting a good response for that. You know, so we will be working on, you know, weeding through those shortly. And soon we'll be able to take our indoor yoga back out to the park. The weather's starting to change, so we have that starting up May the 6th in the park. And then we have a program with the Lancaster County Bird Club that's going to do a beginning bird walking in May. And in May, it'll be at Flory Park, and then they're gonna do one then in the fall too, at Community Park. That's being posted, and then, we're gonna have a summer kickoff, a movie in the park, June the 13th, for anybody who's interested, at Flory Park. And we're gonna revisit the Godeo for June the 18th, over at Lafayette Tower Park. And, we are gonna have a Zumba class at, Lafayette Fire Company, May 21st. So all those things will be included in the newsletter, and the accounts, the accounts that have been created in Rec Desk so far, when I checked this morning, were 225. So those people will be getting information. I can send them like email blast every once in a while, so you get information on things that we have going on as well. As far as grant applications, Team Member Hometown Grant, we're applying for that. It's an amount of $50,000, and that's going to go towards a pavilion at Lafayette Tower Park. So that deadline is this coming Monday, maybe or March the 31st. So we just received the last information today that we need to put into that, and we'll get that done. And then the DCNR C2P2 grant is open, and it's due April the 2nd. We're just waiting on one other piece of information for that grant, and we'll have that in, and that's for phase 1 of Gibbons, that grant.
Wow, it's exciting.
Bird watching.
Bird watching, yeah.
Bird walking out.
Yes, pretty sure. So watching.
So, I know something for everybody else. This is old business, new business, and Lisa's business. I think last year I mentioned that the Lafayette 200 bicentennial is taking place, and it's been in the paper a couple of weeks ago. And I just went on their website, and they have planned at the Lafayette Fire Company to have a ceremony and troop muster for Lafayette Tower Park and Lafayette Fire Company. I printed out what they said. I'll pass it on to you guys. And I mean, I don't think they talked to us yet about it, but yeah. So
I think I raised this.
Yeah, I remember that came up. Then we just said, yeah, that's great. I think,
if you're interested,
yeah,
you have to. They want you to have tickets, so you just go to the bicentennial of Lafayette and download free tickets for this. Supposed to have 5 events in Lancaster. One is at the Lafayette Park. The other is there's a bicentennial candlelight dinner and period ball at 48 East King Street. It's a black tie type of thing. Tickets are $100 a person. And there's at the Lafayette Day at Historic Rockford, they have something planned for that day. To give free tickets for that. And a summer evening with the Lafayette musical performance at the Ware Center, and free tickets for that. And at our Lafayette Park. So anyhow, I just want to bring that up and see what you can do with it.
I think the only issue that the park board may need to consider is if they want to discharge firearm when they are in the park.
Well,
They wouldn't be real firearms, though. They would be like blanks, wouldn't it? I mean, so would that be?
I would assume.
I think so. Would that?
yeah. Well, it's not like that's a sanctuary, but let's face it. I mean, and that's not like the community park.
There are residences close.
Oh, yeah, should be for sure. Yeah. And this troop muster thing, I mean, that sounds like you get drafted?
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, hey, they're gonna keep the people downtown, but they're gonna come and grab us, you know? Well,
Free refreshments too.
yeah, very cool. All right, that's great. Thank you. And yeah, I don't know, will we be contacted any more about that? I mean, I don't know.
I expect.
I mean, because you're right. I mean, the one thing is 2:30 on a Sunday afternoon. I mean, maybe we could just, it would be nice to put something in the township newsletter that goes out before then, if that's happening, you know, to warn people. I don't know, and put on the township website. I mean, it'd be great to go door to door with flyers like this, but, that's probably above and beyond the call, but. So, okay, cool. But casual attire.
Yes.
All right. Okay, anything else? You else have anything? Okay, any old business? You were saying
That
there
was
was
just so business, any business.
any old business? Okay. All right. No public comment. I guess Pete's iPhone is still there.
He said he can't unmute
Yeah.
it. But he can hear us.
Oh, he can hear.
Okay, yeah, if we can't hear him. Okay, all right. So, nothing else? Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.